afternoon and twilight fills the sky, stretching out the evening vezaning. My heart explodes with joy, I can't hear a baby cry, and I have seen the light of a new day dawning. As below, so above. Oh, year of love. Oh, take the shackles from my feet and the madness from my mind. Let the circle be complete. Like this moment out of time, make the earth and heaven speak to me.
Speak to me.
I have been deaf, dumb and blind. Now every full hour's gone to sea. With every dream my heart can find. As I turn within to the emptiness erased, I'm lifted up by the hands that adore me. The whole wide universe is filled with peace and grace. The door of life is opening before me. Give me the strength to trust. Like a warrior of love. On a silent hill where life and death collide, between the past and the present moments glory. For every questing heart that passes from inside, and all the rest of it, just your story, your story. You are alright, much more than enough. You're a warrior of love, warrior of love.
Good morning. There it is. Busy, busy, busy. Where am I going? Right there. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to Morning Poems and Prayers for the 5th of June, 2025, my friends. 6/5/2025. We are rocking it. We are doing amazing work in my world right now. Yesterday was unbelievable. Yesterday was simply shockingly good. I will tell you all about it. Let us pray in and talk to the boss and remember which way is up and what we're doing here. Go ahead and close your eyes, turn within. We'll take 3 deep breaths together. Holding the first breath. Stretching the spine, looking up through the third eye, let it go. Oh, second deep breath, a little longer, a little deeper. Big sigh. Oh, love those morning sighs. Third deep breath, longest, deepest. Let it go. Oh. There it is. Let's rock and roll, my friends. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again. I am my I am presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. I am also one with the I am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth, the entire company of heaven, the angelic kingdom, the elemental kingdom, and Gaia, Mother Earth. I give heartfelt and sincere thanks for the sacred gift of my life. I ask my I am presence to consecrate every thought, word, feeling, and action which I express throughout this day with more love and more light for myself and my world. Word, I am word. I'm in the upper room. I know who I am in peace, what I am in peace, how I serve in peace. I am here, I am here, I am here. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. He anoints my head with oil. My cup runneth over. He prepareth a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear nothing, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Father, Mother, God, indwelling holy presence. Excuse me. Father, Mother, God, indwelling holy presence. Lord God Almighty, great and perfect Spirit of love and light. I am in thee, and thou art in me, within me, and all around me. Thou art in me, with me, for me, and all around me. Therefore I know that this day is blessed, that all is truly well and in divine and good order, and that I am a cooperative component in the mind of God, in the heart of the Goddess, in joyous alignment with happiness, freedom, and love. For this and more than words can ever express, I remain grateful, thankful, vulnerable, available, and responsible. I let it be. It is so. So it is. And together we say, Amen, Amen, Amen. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, my friends, what's happening? Well, let's give you Lorna Burns, Angels, Lorna Burns' prayer for healing. Yes, pour out thy healing angels, thy heavenly host upon me and upon those that I love. Let me feel the beam of thy healing angels upon me, the light of your healing hands. I will let thy healing begin, whatever way God grants it. We give thanks, we let it be. It is so. So it is. Amen, amen, amen. There's Margaret and Elizabeth. Good morning, my friends. Great to be here with you. Well, yesterday was answered prayer for me. I have to start here. About 18 months ago, after my second surgery, the first one was major and life-saving, and the second one was minor and just part of the journey. I was invited to my friend Charlotte's place, where I'd not ever been before. My friend Mark Lane invited me to hear an Irish poet. And I thought, sure, that sounds great. Lovely. Well, Charlotte's house is spectacular. I would move in tomorrow. She has one of the most beautiful homes I've ever seen here. And it's just, not only is it grand and regal, but it's comfortable and filled with love, which is perfect. And there's a grand, spectacular 300-year-old tree in the yard, and there's a well there. So it's just a heavenly spot. But I to get to the point here, I did get to meet Siobhan Dupour, and I was simply stunned and amazed at this woman's passion, her brilliance, and her embodiment of all things Irish, Celtic, spiritual. She just lit me up, and what a passionate soul for truth and justice and the values of human dignity, on and on and on. So her and her partner, Dearest, who does men's work, who I'd also love to interview about his journey as well. Anyway, I asked her then to interview her. Yesterday it finally happened, long story short, as we say. And it was everything I could have hoped for and so much more. And the beautiful grace, not only was the conversation incredible and so inspiring, and the three poems she read, each of them brilliant and beautiful and read with incredible, again, passion and fire and brilliance. Soul stirring is the phrase I think I want to bring to this. But she shared with me that a couple things. I knew that she and her family were really struggling to find a place to live for years, and they've been in many precarious situations by the sound of it. Her and her 3 kids, I believe, 2 kids, something like this, 3, and she's a wonderful mom. She was looking after the kids when we got started there. Of course, they had to come and get some of mom's time before she did the interview. And anyway, at the end of the interview, she shared with me that they have secured a loan to own the house that they were fundraising for, that she and her family are living in now. And that was just such a wondrous thing, and honestly really generous of her to share that with me and my interview. So we can all celebrate the victory of community and of conscious people supporting each other and of doing the work and throwing your heart out into the world over and over again, and miraculously and beautifully getting what you need, and being seen and being valued and cherished by the world. All of that is very dear to my heart as well. So Siobhan, thank you so much for the blessing of your spirit and of your time yesterday. It's only been seen by about 20 people so far. Again, this is one of the most amazing interviews I've ever been given to do, and it is because of who this woman is. But also, I have to say, the divine timing of this is pretty extraordinary. Good morning, Annie. The divine timing of the interview with Siobhan was pretty extraordinary, because not only was it 18 months, but seeing the photograph on her page of myself and others listening to her at Charlotte's house for her reading, where she did a lot of it in Gaelic and then translated into English, back and forth. All of that really lit something in me. But the divine timing of that I've interviewed Ger Banks, and he's doing his hands across Cork, Rise of Ireland group meditation, a group event on Saturday, which is the day after tomorrow. which she's not going to be at, but she's there in spirit, as we say. She's at home looking after the kids. Dermot is away. But that she also was invited to be one of the speakers at Chief Phil Lane Jr.'s World Peace Gathering event, which Chief Phil has organized for July 10th, I think. And then there's two events. There's a 1-day and a 2-day event. So she's a speaker at the 2-day event, I think. And that is next month. So you see, hello. You see how it's all working together for good. This is the piece there from World Peace Gathering about Siobhan. Siobhan is a powerful, multidisciplinary artist and ritual maker, a contemporary bard whose immersive performances blend spoken word, Irish myth, and ceremony. Her work is intimate, ancestral, and alive, with the spontaneous spirit of the moment, with roots in re-indigenization and a deep, I'll have to look that one up, and a deep call, indigenous, thank you. Coming back to the roots of the culture and the land and her people. And a deep call to reclaim pre-colonial Irish traditions. Siobhan's art is both a healing invocation and a fierce creative offering. We are beyond excited to welcome her to the circle. Her presence will be one of power, depth, and spontaneous spirit. So that is your teaser for my interview with Siobhan yesterday. And then, wait, there's more. I also, in the afternoon, had the pleasure of once again sitting with my lovely, lovely friends, David and Vivica. And honestly, in 30 minutes, they just lit me up so beautifully. And so David and Vivica, it's on my page here. The 6-6 workshop will be Saturday, June 7th, because it's easier for people to come to something on the weekend, of course, even though tomorrow is 6-6. And that is 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, 6 p.m. Central European Time, 5 p.m. UK, Ireland. We will align with the original intention of Source, the highest order of love, the expression of the Holy Mother. Her living language of creation, of love, is a combination of primordial sounds, light, and creation codes. It is not only connected to all creation, it is creation itself. Register to join by donation. So they're very generous with their offerings. They've been nothing but kind and generous to me, David especially, but both of them, of course. And so my exchange with them is doing an interview so that I'm supporting what they do, and I get to be a part of the workshops. But I wouldn't miss it. And even if I'm in Cork Saturday at that time, I will definitely look forward to hearing it on the replay. Very powerful. So that's 30 minutes, David and Vivica, for the 6-6 workshop on Saturday. So do check that out. Okay, my friends, it is busy, busy, busy here in our world. I just did my Joe Dispenza 30 minutes of gratitude meditation. Before that, I was on with Mia and my group there with the Course in Miracles. Mia's our lovely teacher, and we had the pleasure of Maureen Muldoon and Sinead calling in from London. So Maureen is based in Chicago. I'm going to say that's not exactly true, but it's close enough. She's in the suburbs of Illinois there somewhere, I believe, and where I was born and grew up. But Maureen is over for a Course in Miracles 50th anniversary celebration in London, and very Tony, very posh, very first class and first world, and having a great time. They're showing the film of the documentary from the Foundation for Inner Peace, which is the name of the group that publishes the course. and has promoted it these 50 years, supported it and promoted it. So there's a documentary that they're going to see. I believe it's this afternoon, which will be wonderful. Yeah. So on and on we go. Maureen gave me a blessing here. She said one of the producers of Downton Abbey, which is a show I've watched every minute of more than a few times with great joy. Loved Downton Abbey. It's like a Dickensian story of the 20th century England. I'm sure, yeah, anyway, beautifully done. Incredible acting, incredible writing and costumes and cinematography and the whole thing. But one of the producers is a practitioner of the Course in Miracles, is the point. And of course, that is just two of my favorite things in the world coming together in a magical, wonderful way. So that was great to hear. It was great, of course, to have Maureen on the call. And I am singing this Sunday for Speakeasy. I think Maureen is doing the talk as well. So I couldn't be more excited about that. Looking forward to that. So it's a busy time and an exciting time. And I was just chatting with my lady Tessa there in Australia about LifeWave and how that's all changing, and many improvements there as well. All right, let's dive into the goodies here. We'll start with the Mayan Zolkin. Today we're in the wave spell of White World Bridger, which is the 13-day period in the 13-moon lunar calendar of the Mayan Zolkin. And the glyph for today, the energy for today is two of my three energies from my chart. Red Galactic Skywalker. I'm Red Magnetic Skywalker. And the energies here are harmonize, model, integrity, space, explore, wakefulness. And it sounds like this. Red Galactic Skywalker. I harmonize in order to explore. Modeling wakefulness. I seal the output of space with the galactic tone of integrity. I am guided by the power of navigation. Take a deep breath. We give thanks, we let it be, and so it is. As above, so below, as within, so without. Integrity. Daily quote from Esther, Abraham, and Jerry. It seems like you really want different things, or are even choosing different paths. But when you both tend to your emotional journey, the universe will cleverly give you both exactly what you want. When you tend to the emotional journey, this universe has the resources and the cleverness to orchestrate for each of you what you exactly want, even when you think they are opposites one from another. It's great fun to watch. It certainly is. It's also great fun to live. All right. And here is Eileen Caddy for today. Do you know what it means to love? To feel your heart filled with such joy and gratitude that you cannot contain it. And it has to bubble over and out to all those souls around you. It is a glorious feeling of well-being and of being at one with all life. All fear, all hatred, jealousy, envy, and greed disappear when love is there. For there is no place for those negative, destructive forces in the presence of love. When your heart is cold and you feel no love, do not despair, but look around and feel something you can, and feel something you can love. When your heart is cold and you feel no love, do not despair, but look around and feel something you can love. It may be some very small thing, but that small spark can ignite your whole being until love is aflame in you. Only a small key can unlock a heavy door. Love is the key to every closed door. Learn to use it until all doors have been opened. Start right where you are. Open your eyes. Open your heart. See a need and answer it. Take a deep breath. Yum, yum, yum. Anne Lamott. Hope begins in the dark. The stubborn hope that if you just show up and try to do the right thing, the dawn will come. You wait and watch and work. You don't give up. Take a breath into that. And here is Cry On. There are things on this planet that are beautiful and are happening now that are not being seen. I want you to cognize that and know it, believe it, and understand it. The light is winning. Take a deep breath. Tell your children that the soil holds the ashes of their grandparents, that the earth is full of the lives of their ancestors, that the earth is sacred. Todd Medina. Here's the course for today. A special treat to have both my course teachers on the same call. My Father gives all power unto me. The Son of God is limitless. There are no limits on his strength, his peace, his joy, nor any attributes his Father gave in his creation. What he wills with his Creator and Redeemer must be done. His holy will can never be denied, because his Father shines upon his mind and lays before it all the strength and love in earth and heaven. I am he to whom all this is given. I am he in whom the power of my Father's will abides. And the prayer, your will can do all things in me, and then extend to all the world as well through me. There is no limit on your will. And so all power has been given to your Son. Take a deep breath. This is lovely. A picture of, that was brilliant. A picture of Judy Collins and Pete Seeger. The late great Pete. Song for Pete. When I met him, I was 22, 2 decades apart. Our birthdays fell in May. We had a friendship of the heart. He would send me little notes with banjos drawn in his own hand. I would learn his sweetest songs and sing them all in every land. He was a man for every season, singing songs that soared above, singing out our dreams of justice, asking for some peace and love. We were all his joyful followers. He called us to awake. He threw his head back smiling, and he sang for freedom's sake. With a longing for the beauty, with a yearning for the sweet, that he saw in every face shone with music at his feet. He sang about the unions, just like Woody had before. He sang to bring us peace and help us stop the scourge of war. He said the fight we are losing is the one within our souls, the one within our hearts to find, the gems along the shoals. It was almost for a century. He hoped we would believe, his banjo resting on his knee, his heart upon his sleeve. Where have all the flowers gone? And turn, turn, turn were his. The bells of Rimney, we shall overcome. He sang them all and played the banjo, calling us to sing, and made the world a better place. To his hope we cling. Oh, Pete, we miss you every day. The Hudson River mourns. The clear water sails again, but now her sails are torn. He was a man for every season, singing songs that soared above, singing out our dreams of justice, asking for some peace and love. In memory and sadness now, that their true captain is gone, he sails and sings forevermore, beyond another dawn. Judy Collins. Music gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to life. Plato. Thank you, Judy. And there's a video there that goes along with that. I haven't seen that yet. And then to keep with this theme of writers and singers appreciating each other, here's Joan Osborne. And she says, happy birthday, June 1st, to a chap named Walt Whitman, one of America's greatest and most influential poets. Without him, there would be no Beat generation. Without him, Bob Dylan, Patti Smith, and countless others would have been lesser artists, and the world of our minds would be a smaller place. Whitman's quote that I love is, I am vast and create multitudes and contain multitudes. I am vast and contain multitudes. But many, he wrote a great poem about Abraham Lincoln after Lincoln's death, "O Captain, my Captain," which then became a powerful scene in the Robin Williams film where he's the teacher. You know the one. Anyway, on and on it goes. The collective healing for the planetary ascension is fulfilling. Energy is restoring within. You can focus your attention back onto yourself and what really matters. Clarity and reflection will show you where you can reprioritize your time and energy. Call all parts of you back home into your flesh temple on Mother Earth. Remember that you are the elder soul that holds ancient psychic abilities, visions, and powers. You've done this before. On the Earth's grid, wake-up codes are coming in with this remembrance. Follow your soul, calling you forward into this new yet original timeline. And this is from Milton Foster. This is not just another month. It's a timeline rupture. A moment where the version of you that was never meant to stay finally dissolves. You're not confused. You're not stuck. You're standing at the edge of your greatness, feeling the weight of everything you've outgrown and the pull of everything your soul has chosen. June doesn't reward performance. It opens for those who lead from truth, from God, from the deepest calibration of their being. This is refinement. This is embodiment. This is the moment your field stops outsourcing power and begins holding it. You're not here to chase the shift. You are here to anchor it. The trailblazers are rising. If your cells are vibrating as you read this, you're one of them. Take a deep breath. That's Rachel Bell. Yes, yes, yes. Thomas Merton, my friends, we are not at peace with others because we are not at peace with ourselves. And we're not at peace with ourselves because we are not at peace with God. Kaboom. And Sahelia SGH. There is a song in you that is waiting to be sung. There is a battle in you that is waiting to be won. There is a message in you that is waiting to be shared. There is a story in you that's waiting to be written. There is a wish in you that is waiting to be fulfilled. There is a passion in you that is waiting to be expressed. There is a dream in you that is waiting to be pursued. There is a path in you that is waiting to be followed. There is a mountain in you that is waiting to be climbed. There is love in you that is waiting to be fully felt and shared. There is a warrior in you that is waiting to fight. There is an artist in you that is waiting to create. And there is a caged bird in you that is waiting for permission to fly. And I hope that you will choose to set it free. Talia Hunter. Oh, to set it free, and allow it to soar. Let me end that again. There is a caged bird in you that is waiting for permission to fly, and I hope that you will choose to set it free and allow it to soar. Take a deep breath. That's my quote for today right there. Thank you. Well, this was a surprise. I didn't know about this until this morning. The great RONNA HERMAN, who I had the honor of seeing channel Archangel Michael at Mount Shasta, has made her transition. So here is the message. When was this? April 16th. God bless you, RONNA. She's High Star Quest community. I'm sharing this beautiful message from beloved Faith Almasi, who has been planning and gathering all RONNA's requests for a celebration of life. RONNA touched the world, so we would like to honor her through a video and some music that she has requested for Faith to pull together. Please read Faith's beautiful message. You are being offered an opportunity to don your cloak of light and accept the crown of immortality as you join the ranks of ascended masters. Dearest hearts, be of great courage and resolve, for you are the guiding lights for humanity. The rarefied light frequencies and codes of ascension must flow through you and out into the world. You are honored for your dedication and steadfastness, and you are loved profoundly. I am Archangel Michael. Love letter from Archangel Michael, revealed cosmic truths. As we approach the summer season of renewed energy and inner joy, let us take a moment to express our gratitude in a world celebration of life for our dear sacred scribe, RONNA VEZANE. RONNA. Let us light up our world and celebrate her life, beginning on the solstice, June 20 through the 22nd. Stay tuned for her memorial video, music and poetry to include for your gathering, and personalize it to your part of the world and family of spiritual souls. Let's ignite our light and love around the world for RONNA, the Cosmic Council and Cities of Light to enjoy from above. Beautiful. Joanna, Mount Shasta, okay. How about that? Yeah, things are happening, my friend. Thank you. A magical place, a magical time. Bashar from Saskia Nahara. Your signature frequencies are all very, very, very high. It's just that you're clouding them with all sorts of fear-based belief systems that don't allow the light to shine through as strongly as it could. That's the whole point. It's clearing out the attic, clearing out the basement of all the negative, fear-based beliefs that cloud your ability to express the signature frequency that you are as an aspect and reflection of creation more fully. That's what this is all about. Letting go of who you're not and being who you truly are. The amazing Daryl Anka channeling Bashar. Ali Ray. She's got a big picture of an eye in space with the earth in the iris of the eye. And she says in her short, powerful poem, I am here because the holy fire within burned brighter than the fires all around me. I am here because the holy fire within burned brighter than the fires all around me. Ali Ray. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. And Ali put a little heart on my post there. Bless you, Ali. Love you madly. Well, so Facebook gives you this thing now and then, to quote the Beatles, John Lennon's last song. So there was me 2 years ago, June the 1st, 2023, on the balcony of the rest home that I spent 2 weeks at after 5 weeks in CUH in the hospital there for my cancer surgery, and I guess it was my last day there. That seems about right, because I came back home on June the 1st, so it was the morning of the last day in care after 7 weeks. Oh dear God, quite a journey, my friends, let me tell you. And so the now is my dear friend Jane Fitzgerald, who worked the magic on me with her Crystal Skull Galactica in the parking lot, in the car park next door, because it was easier than getting in and out of the apartment here. So that's quite a journey. That's quite a 2-year journey. All right, Jer Banks, who has become one of my important teachers about Celtic spirituality and history, wants us to know, after a comment by the Taoiseach, the President of Ireland, or the Prime Minister of Ireland, or however you want to say it, the head of the government, that the Irish people are not a particular race. A wholly historically inaccurate statement, and frankly very insulting to everyone to boot, but it reveals a lot of his mindset. Jer wants us to know this: the Taoiseach of Ireland, Taoiseach, yeah, Gurmagan, yes, the Taoiseach of Ireland, that's Celtic for thank you, that's how I'm doing in the Gaelic, is trying to say the Irish were never a homogeneous people. Yet the very word Taoiseach translates to chieftain, which comes from a very old indigenous tribal system. Irish chieftains were tribal leaders in Gaelic Ireland, heads of clans or extended family, under Brehon law, Brehon, the traditional legal system in Gaelic Ireland. An Irish chieftain held a vital role both politically and legally. Their position was deeply intertwined with the clan, Tuatha system, and community life. If the Irish Taoiseach wants to try to convince the world Ireland was never homogeneous, then he needs to stop using an identity that describes a chieftain with Ireland quite literally having an amazing history of great chieftains going right back to ancient times. Yes, well said, Jer. And I will see you on Saturday. So here's some of Siobhan's poetry I've posted, and this was my interview yesterday. I encourage everyone to listen to what she has to say. She is truly an extraordinary, powerful, spiritual priestess and poet and earthshaker. And she will be, I say again, at the World Peace Gathering weekend, July 18th through the 20th in Dripsey Castle, County Cork. And I fully intend to be there for that. And congratulations, Siobhan and her family, for being given the loan to buy the house that they've found and fallen in love with, where they will be hosting more retreats and events and wild Irish nights and days for all of us. And I hope to get out there and see it at some point soon. Exciting times, my friends. There's no doubt about it. Okay, where am I? Bibbidi bobbidi boop. So Siobhan yesterday and David and Vivica yesterday for their workshop coming up on Saturday at 6 p.m. And you can hear that. Siobhan's chat is about 70 minutes, worth every minute of it. And David and Vivica's 30 minutes, just incredibly powerful for how brief it was. But they bring the medicine. And just a shout out to my friends at Speakeasy and the Course in Miracles, being on with Mia and the group there this morning in Ireland, and Maureen, who's flown out to London for the 50th anniversary of the Course. And they met Marianne Williamson there yesterday and had a great old time with Marianne, who's a profoundly inspired and exciting teacher for many of us over these last decades, certainly for myself. And Marianne gave them free copies of her new book, Mystic Jesus, which if you haven't read, is well worth looking at. I did it on Audible and loved it. And and I'm singing this weekend, Sunday at on Speakeasy. Looking forward to that. Tonight we're keeping DVL Pandya in thoughts and prayers. Our brother has been moved into his own room, thank God, for his recovery from a wee stroke. They would say in the north, and he's doing much better yesterday. I spoke to him in the morning and got the update from his beautiful partner Jeanette, who's doing a great job looking after him. And he's gone. Jeanette said he's gone from the hostel of the group rooms and all of that, intensive care, or etc. The open ward, you could say, to his own room. So from the hostel to the Hilton, and that certainly has lifted his spirits and given him a lot more support to get back on his feet. And so anyway, he's very kindly asked me to lead Hands of Light, his channeling group tonight. It's open to everyone. I'll post a link here if I think of it. Would love to have some new energy and new faces in there. The group there is wonderful. It's free to try and donation to stay in. We could put it that way, and it's well worth the €10 for the month that he asks us to contribute. So there's that, and we'll see what's tomorrow. I don't know what's happening tomorrow yet. Everything's a bit open, but anyway, that's the news from Lake Wobegon, where all the women are strong, all the men are good looking, and all the children are above average. We've got a little bit of time here. Why don't I channel? All right. You talked me into it. Before I do that, let me say again, two things. One is, as I'm sitting up here, I was chatting with Siobhan about living by donation, which I did for certainly most of the time I've been here in Ireland. But that ended when I got sick 2 years ago, because I needed much more support to keep my apartment at €800 a month and all of that. And I wasn't working at all for quite a while. Yeah, it's been a very slow process of getting back in the groove. But since I moved into this new flat with Tig and Gordon and out here on St. Patrick's Quay, it's been a lot more stable for me and a lot more affordable to live. But LifeWave is stepped in, and that's been great. But anyway, I'm still dancing the dance like everyone else. So I say again, my friends, I've done 9 interviews in the last 2 weeks. If those are helpful, if those are inspiring, if those are valuable to you, and I've done my 4th 1-hour show here of morning prayers. If this is helpful, if this is inspiring, please make a donation to the PayPal link. Make a donation to the PayPal link. Won't you make a donation to my PayPal link? Because if you do, then I can keep the phone on and do my pay plan with revenue, and get a bag of groceries and things like that. So everyone's dancing the same dance. I'm truly doing the things in new and wondrous ways. I'm looking forward to doing more music that lifts everyone's spirits, my own included. But yeah, please do that. Do look after the PayPal link. €5, €10, €20, whatever suits you. I just don't have the will to create paywalls and Patreon pages and insist on subscriptions and things like that. So far, I might get there at some point, but right now I'm still putting all my energies into just showing up, frankly, and it's such a blessing that I get to share this with you. Beautiful. Joanna, thank you for that. Let's chat about all that. She says she's working with Archangel Michael last night. Fantastic. Help is on the way, brothers and sisters. That's what I see happening. So, please don't ignore what I'm asking. People have ignored it quite a bit, and I'm asking the best way I know how. And I'm quite sincere every time I ask. Like you, I really want to live an abundant life, and believe that is part of the picture, and do everything I can to move in that direction. And yeah, you can take a look at lifewave.com/Lou Martin and look at the X39 patches, which I'm still a great believer in and using myself in the 11th month. And all of that is about to take off like a rocket ship with the light water machine. I've never done anything like this before, but I keep being unable to walk away from it because it is just so helpful and so promising. And the people I connect with, like Tessa and Misha and Tim and Eds, are just extraordinary. And David Schmidt himself. It's nice to have heroes. It's nice to have people to look up to, my friends, absolutely. And the same with Ian Morris and listening to smile.com. If you go there and buy some music and you use LMartin24, you'll put some money in my pocket and you'll make Ian and myself very happy. And Ian has been doing an album of original music each month for the last 10 years. So I'm honored to be a part of his program as well. And yeah, I'm thrilled that I have 2,000 followers on this page. And last Thursday, which is the most hits I get on morning prayers, over the weekend it was 200 hits, but no donations. So surprise me, delight me, tell me, or give me some feedback and tell me how I can do this better for you. And that's my poem and prayer and promise for today. Okay, I've got 5 minutes. Here comes some channeling. Thank you for being here. Go ahead and close your eyes. Turn within. Take a deep breath. Right, God bless you, dear friends. Take another deep, deep breath. Relax and release. Relax and release. Relax and release, dear friends. God bless you indeed. Well, we'll give you a quote you've heard before if you've listened to this channel. You go to extremes to find balance, dear friends. And this is the dance, yeah? An old and true metaphor, if ever there was one, for the human experience. A dance, dear friends. So when life is a battle or a struggle or fearful or difficult or lonely or impoverished or etc., etc., you're not dancing with life, dear friends. You're fighting it, and you're fighting yourself. God bless you indeed. When you take time and make space for peace, as often and as deeply as possible, as you learn to respect your feelings, the feedback system within you, the 80% of your body's energy is expressed through your emotions. When you listen to, trust, and follow those emotions, those feelings, you are honoring yourself, and you're listening to, trusting, and following your guidance system, your feedback system, absolutely. When you are well up the mountain, dear friends, you begin to realize that you need to do this consciously, deliberately, devotedly, and repeatedly. And so to be disciplined, dear friends, to become a disciple of a truth greater than your current experience, is to allow yourself that commitment, dear friends, that willingness to take responsibility, to respond rather than react to what's unfolding in your life. By going within, we say, and finding those places within that are still troubled, confused, anxious, fearful, judgmental, harsh, hard, difficult, complicated, confusing, all of that, and to fully and freely let them go, dear friends, to put them on the altar of your heart, to give them to the God, Goddess, all that is your creator, today, tomorrow, and forevermore, and to call forth the company of heaven, the angels and the beings of light, ourselves and many others, your guides, guardians, teachers, and friends who are overjoyed each and every time you think beyond the illusions of separation called the third dimension, dear friends. Good, bad, right, wrong, up, down, black, white. Now you're stepping into, as was said here, carrying the key codes, the light codes, dear friends, of a new earth and a new heaven and a new time and the dawning of a new day. So it is always at the very beginnings of new times and big changes that you need to be fully committed to paying attention, dear friends, to trusting the feedback, to working, to responding to the feedback, rather than reacting as a knee-jerk, as the saying goes, unconsciously, going unconscious, seeking distractions that keep you unconscious, dear friends. That won't bring you the joy and the happiness, the love, the abundance that you're seeking. Listening to, trusting, and following, why we put it in that order. First, you need to hear something, to see something, to feel something. You could call that listening. Trusting is, let me open to that. Let me pay attention to that. Let me work with that. Let that work with me. And then following is a new step, a new dance, a new idea, a new approach, a new commitment, a new intention, dear friends, a new inspiration. And you are all of those things, swirling, churning, flowing within you, when you come above the surface of things again, dear friends. When you come back to peace and love and happiness and joy and freedom, then you are expansive and expanded. And in that state, you are receptive to different realities, miracles and magic, and better outcomes and greater joy in your life and in your world. What you're looking at is what you're looking with. You bring it through you to bring it to you. The process of getting there is the quality of being there, dear friends. All these wonderful reminders that in your truth, in your multidimensionality, dear friends, in your co-creation consciously with the loving higher power, everything is working together for good. For all you, for all of you, for all of you, both individually and collectively, for all of you, and for this divine moment of now. God, Goddess, all that is, cannot bring you what you're asking for until you fully show up and are available to what God, Goddess, all that is, knows you need and knows you want. Meet them halfway. Meet us halfway. Cross the bridge, dear friends, and we will find you. Come out of the darkness, the fear, the confusion, the doubt, the uncertainty. Shine your light and share your love. We'll see you there. Closer, clearer, deeper, better. That is the truth of you and this new day. We love you so. Peace and blessings. Namaste. Yeah. Thank you. Peace.